If your math class is studying any topic having to do with movement or trajectories, perhaps a good enrichment would be to use NASA's ISS Live website to have your students explore how NASA can track a space station that is traveling 5 miles per second at an altitude of more than 200 miles above the Earth. What you will need to do is first visit the Interact section and click on Visit the Space Station. Here you can engage your students by using the navigational tools to witness how the International Space Station is orbiting around the Earth. Have students notice that the Earth is rotating below and hint at the fact that they will be able to mathematically describe this movement by the end of this lesson. With this in mind, show students how the space station is tracked by clicking on the Explore MCC button. Go ahead and navigate freely along the aisles for a moment to pique student interest. Eventually, you should stop first at the ADCO console. Explain to students that the ADCO console is responsible for steering the space station. Students should also visit the TOPO console. Explain to students that the TOPO console is responsible for tracking and changing the trajectory of the space station. It will be real important to have students read both console handbooks, which are always located on the desk of each console. Motivate your students to do this by teasing them with the fact that they will eventually get to see the actual data or telemetry coming in from the console live from outer space later on. Once this is done, go ahead and click on the Operations section so students can learn a bit more about how systems are organized on the space station. Focus on the Core Systems tab and then click on the Motion Control section. Go ahead and have students use what they have learned while reading the console handbooks to discuss what kind of specific science topics would be helpful if they were to be the engineer that monitored this system. Once this is done, it is now time for some fun, as students can participate in the ADCO and TOPO activities. These simulations are located on top of the ADCO console here, and the TOPO console here. There can be one more activity for students to complete, however. It would be found on the Live Data section. Click on the Console Displays button and then on the ADCO Console Display button. A classroom activity here would be to convert the XYZ coordinates into miles and the velocity into miles per hour so students can interpret the data a bit better. The same information can be found by clicking on the Back to Console Displays button and then on the TOPO name. Finally, please visit the Educator section so you can share with fellow teachers about how ISS Live helped you in the classroom. You also may want to check out how other teachers have used ISS Live in the blog that's soon to come. Students may also be interested in downloading the ISS Live app available on iTunes in the Android market. This app can certainly be used for other classroom activities. Enjoy!